Alright, looking at page 52, exercise 4.3, percentage increase or decrease. So straight into 1a, the example says increase, I'll write it here, got to increase £40 by 25%. Well, let's do it the long way, then I'll show you how to do it with multipliers. So first of all, we're going to increase something by a certain percentage. Let's work out the percentage first. So 25% of £40, well, that's a quarter of £40. Again, I'm allowed to use a calculator, but I won't if I can help it. A quarter of £40, that's £10. Well, that gets us a mark so far. We're to increase £40 by 25%. Increase means add it on. So here we go. We take our £40, we add on our 25% increase, which is 10 quid, comes to £50. Now if we do that in terms of multipliers, I'll do it right here. If we're going to increase by 25%, we're basically taking our 25% and we're adding it onto our 100% original price. So that's our £40 worth, and that's going to be an extra little bit on top. So in terms of multipliers, we take our £40 and in one step multiply by 125%, which is 1.25 as a multiplier. And so we grab a calculator and go 40 times 1.25. Well, I know the answer is 50 anyway. I just want to show you that's a very, very economical way of doing it, and that's just really good. Alright, there you go, using multipliers, and we can just jump straight in with that one. Let's take another question. Let's decrease, shall we? Let's have a look. It says here decrease £75 by 5%. I'm doing question 3C. Let's go back to black. I'll write out the question first. Decrease. I'm going to decrease £75. Not really good at doing 5 today. By 5%. Well, we can do it the long way. Work out 5% of £75. Grab a machine, and I'm not going to show the machine obviously, but listen to what I'm saying. I'm saying 5 divided by 100 multiplied by 75. That will give us £3.75. Alright, now it's not the final answer. That is the amount I've got to decrease by. And decrease in maths means take it away. So £75, take away the decreased amount of 5%, which is £3.75, and that will give us, I should do it in my head, I think, £71.25. Just check that. Yeah, that's very good. I'm happy with that. Now, in terms of a multiplier, if I'm decreasing by 5%, I have 95% of my original price still present, or my original value still present. So, what I'm basically saying is, I have my £75. If I'm decreasing by 5%, I merely multiply by 95%, and that takes into account the 5% reduction, right? Great use of multipliers. So now I can grab my machine and say 75 times 0.95 gives us £71. I mean, do check it yourself. £71.25, and I think you find that's a really nifty method. Look at that. 75 times 0.95 gives us £71 and 25 left. Dead easy, isn't it? So it's a real beaut. Alright, that's the power of multipliers. That's really, really good. Question 4 is all about multipliers, so I'm not going to go into the actual details of the question, but just to get used to writing multipliers. So let's just take a few of these then. I want to increase something by 20%. Now, do it the long way. I can work out 20% of something and add it on. But in terms of a multiplier, I simply multiply by 120%. Remember, 120% means 120 divided by 100. As you can see, that will give us the 1.2 as a multiplier. So to increase by 20%, don't worry about no middle steps. Grab your machine, grab your calculator, and then you just do 1.2, and that's it. Let's increase something else by, let's do another one. 8%, increased by 8%. Well, basically multiply by 108%, which is 1.08. You get the job done in one step. We'll do one more. Let's increase by 3.5%. Very simple. You multiply by 1.035. Now, warning, it is not 1.35 as a multiplier, because that means 35%, that little bit, and we're not increasing by 35%, we are increasing by 3.5%, hence the 0.35 at the end. Is that alright? Please study that. You've got to get it straight in your head. Anything else worthwhile? Question 7. I'll do question 7 here, I think. Let's go to yellow. I'm aiming about there somewhere. It's all about Gemma. Gemma bought a car last year for £8,900. So here we go. £8,900. That's a car. It depreciated. Please look at the word depreciated. Depreciated means it went down in value. Alright, so you learn that maths money word. It's depreciating value or appreciating value to go up in price. So depreciated by, I don't know yet, oh yeah, by 15%. How much is it worth now? So depreciation 15%. Now if we're playing with multipliers, if we're going down by 15%, we still retain 85% of our value, because it's 100% of the whole. Take away the 15% and puts us on 85%. So jumping straight in, we take the original price of the car and multiply by 0.85. Try and get the price in there. Oops, drop the calculator. Right, on 8900 multiplied by 0.85, because we've taken away the 15%, and that will give us, where's the pen gone? That will give us 7,565. So that's how much the car is worth now, after having gone down in price by in a year. It's gone down by 15%. So if you want to buy it second hand, you've got yourself a good car at a knockdown price. That's what I do anyway. I've never bought a new car in my life. I can't afford it. Let's try another question. I think I've already got it pinned up on the board here. There we go. Go for that one, I think. I might do all these three. I'm on 7 minutes at the moment. I don't want to outstay my welcome. Right, find the price of each of these items by giving... Sorry, the price of each of these items are given excluding the VAT. So find the cost of each item including the VAT at the rate given. So let's have a look. We're going to buy this calculator computer right here. There you go. I'm going to pay £399 and 17.5% VAT will go straight on. Now, if we're going to use multipliers, we've got 100%, the original price, that. We're going to add on 17.5%. We're actually playing with 117.5%. Remember, you don't have to show all this working. I just want to show you clearly where I'm about to get this from. 1.175 as your multiplier. Alright? There's your multiplier. 117.5, 1.175 as a multiplier. Because that means, divided by 100, that's where you're going to get that from. So that's what your brain is saying, alright? That's not too clear, but don't worry about it. So as a multiplier, I'm going to take my £399 for my computer, multiply by 1.175, and I will get an answer right there. So here's my machine. 399 times 1.175, that's including the VAT. I'm going to be paying £468 and 825. Now remember, we can't have that little bit there, not good. So to the nearest penny, that 5 will push the 2 up to the next whole penny. So we're actually looking at £468 and 83 pence. Now that would get you marking an exam if you up it. Obviously it shows you understand how money works. 100 pennies to the pound, therefore we can't have that halfpenny sitting there. It doesn't exist anymore. If you remember the halfpennies, I certainly do. So there we go, £468.83. Now let's go over to the cost of electricity. That's that one right there, so I'm pointing to that one, and I'm going to be working just here on that one. So it's only 5% VAT. If we can add on 5%, we've got 105% if we're going to use a multiplier, and we show that as follows: 1.05. So here I go. I'll take my bill, £246.38, multiplied by 1.05, and I'll get my 5% VAT added on straight away without any messing about. So on we go, £246.38 multiplied by 1.05. Oop, I pressed 1.08. £246.38 multiplied by 1.05. Okay, that's going to cost me, if I was to keep the electricity on, £258 and 699. Isn't that lovely? Okay, we can't have 0.9 of a penny. Nearest penny, 258.70. That will push it up to the next unit along. So there we go. 1 plus 6 is 7, and there's the 0 there. So contemplate that. For this one, I don't have a whole heap of space, so I'm going to try and make it fit there. And what doesn't fit doesn't get done. So here we go. Jumping straight in, it's 17.5% VAT. So it's going to be just like this one over here. So I'm going to go £59.99 multiplied by 1.175. Okay, jumping straight in with that. So £59.99, obviously quite expensive trainers, plus the VAT on top. 1.175 will give me, there it is, you can see that. These trainers will cost me £70 and 488 and some more digits down there. Don't care about that. Nearest penny, that 8 will push that 8 up to the next one. So we're looking at £70 and 49p. Don't be tempted to over round these things. That would just be so wrong. Okay. Now I was going to do question 14, but that's going to get a little bit long at the moment, so I'm going to stop now, and I say thank you for watching. Study these. I've gone a bit quick. I always like to go quick, and that'll be fine. 12 minutes. Let's go for